hard to be up here. There's a reason why people in Mattapan, Roxbury, this is a treat to get down here. I live in Mattapan.
That's right, you tell it.
And people are scared right now. They don't know what to tell their kids tomorrow.
Come on, speak on it.
What am I going to tell my godson? He's one. Right now, we're not living in that world, so let's make it happen.
In the past year, the topic of police violence has become growingly relevant and widespread. Protests, debates, and discussions all growing with the events that have occurred across the nation. But in the midst of all this, the true issue may become lost. We are the team of Edgar, Bolivar, and Jack O'Halloran from Boston, Massachusetts, and our goal is to create a memorial to the victims of police brutality that reminds people of the true problems that exist in our society and the lives that are affected in the midst of growing discussions on race and police brutality. The heart of the issue that we are addressing are the lives of innocent people being lost, and the fear that exists in people's hearts for their lives because of the actions of the police that are meant to protect. The design of our memorial, then, is simple. A large black column made of black granite with golden plaques on the sides. Each plaque has the name of victims of police brutality in the 21st century, as well as the date and locations of their death. Names like Oscar Grant, Michael Brown, Antonio Zambrano Montes, Sharice Francis, Tamir Rice, Tarika Wilson, Freddie Gray, and tragically, many more. The monument, which has a base of 2 by 2 meters and a height of 8 meters, is meant to show the colossal nature of the problem. We want to recognize that the lives that have been lost are tragedies, and the issues of racism and police brutality are to be reflected on. Given this is such a relevant topic, we want our memorial to reflect that, and for that reason, the memorial has blank spaces where plaques will be placed each time there is a death of a civilian as a result of police brutality in the United States. The memorial will likely not be complete with every victim because of how difficult it is to find information such as that, but it will include as many victims as can be identified. The plaques will fill 3 sides of the memorial until they are full, and a 4th side will remain empty until all 3 sides, which are far from being filled, are filled. Our hope is that there will not be a need to put a plaque on this 4th wall. Yet if such a point comes, then we hope that this will serve to show the country just how serious the issue is, and just how important it is that action be taken to stop such deaths from happening. We believe that the issues of police violence are to be acknowledged by everyone in the country, and for this reason we are deciding to put this memorial in our hometown of Boston, Massachusetts, not only because our city should be accountable like all others, and a memorial such as this is one way to do so, but because Boston is a city that has a long history of racial tensions, and many in the city have felt personally affected by the events of recent years, made evident by local protests and growing discussions. Our memorial is going to be located in a public park in the downtown area of Boston, a place where many people can see the memorial, can see every time a new plaque is installed, and to make a large amount of people take notice of the topic that it represents. The goal of the memorial, again, is to recognize the lives lost, and to create an awareness and change in this country. This memorial is for the black citizens that do not always feel safe around officers, and to make them feel that their fear is valid, and to show a hope for change, to create a city and a country where fears like this don't need to exist. This memorial also serves as a message to those that can create change, from the police to the officials, so that they recognize that the problem exists and that real change must be made. Ultimately, our memorial is for all people to reflect and engage in productive dialogue on these issues. Of course, our goals are to create a positive impact on our community and to move the discussion forward, but there is no doubt that a memorial such as this will bring about a large amount of controversy. One such group that may oppose such a memorial are the police themselves. It is possible that they may believe that such a project would demonize the police, that risk their lives to keep us safe, and that their lives should be remembered too, that most police officers do not contribute to this problem. But we believe that this memorial in no way demonizes the police, and we truly want police officers to embrace this memorial. We want them to show that they care about persecuting those that abuse their powers. We want them to show that they care about holding those that do so accountable, and to acknowledge that a large part of the population are affected by police brutality and fear it, and that acknowledging these truths does not demonize the police, but acknowledges that changes need to be made to make the police force truly seen as people who stand for peace and justice. Overall, this is a memorial that we anticipate will create much needed discussion and represent the loss of innocent people's lives in a way that both remembers them and calls for people to take action to prevent such tragic deaths from happening anymore.